We have a potential Oscar award-winning movie on our hands, and it's titled American Fiction.
Yeah, we finally saw the movie American Fiction, which is loosely based on the 2001 novel Erasure by Everett.
Follows a frustrated novelist, Professor Monk, who writes an outlandish satire of stereotypical black books.
To Monk's surprise, this mediocre book titled My Pathology, he sent to his editor under a new name as a joke, is pushed for publishing, and when it's released, the book is showered with critical praise.
Like, so crazy. This movie is a satire that we can relate to so well. Racism or racial authenticity and the appeal of black trauma take center stage in this movie.
It was really ridiculous. If you haven't seen this movie, tread with caution because major spoilers ahead. Before the end of this movie, we see Monk. He wrote this book that got everyone talking, but no one knows he wrote this book. And he's becoming increasingly frustrated by the attention his joke of a book is getting. Now, this book, which was supposedly written by a fugitive, even snagged an award.
If you've seen the movie, remember that Monk stepped on stage to receive his award as himself. Then the photo blackout came on. In the next scene, we see Monk talking to the producer. He was just struggling to figure out the end of the script he's writing. Monk actually wanted to end the story abruptly, but the producer was not having it. Until Monk inserted some black trauma, which was the police shooting an unarmed black man. Only then was the movie ending acceptable. At the end, Monk enters the vehicle and drives out of the studio premises with his brother. The movie is just really trying to mirror how low the American society can go in being ridiculous at times. And Monk cannot just help but dance to their tune.
Yeah, it was really ridiculous that nobody wanted to see him as an intelligent black man. They wanted to see his struggles. They wanted to see this stereotypical side of...
This does not mean that people that have those stereotypical stories are not writing stories. You can see it from Sinatra's character. She wanted to write those stories.
Well, at first when I saw her, I thought maybe it was like to ridicule them.
Of course, it's Issa. I actually thought it was a joke on Issa's part. Like Issa too was playing to the tune of Monk as well. But when he confronted her and when she was like, no, people actually want to write. And it's just how life is. I think even speaking from the part of an like as an African who writes and everything, this is also in our literary space. Especially if you want to go international, you have to write some sort of, if you want to write some fantasy story, you have to write some sort of things that incorporate African myth and everything, which is not a bad thing. But there are people who want to just write simple stories of love, of romance, of, you don't have to write about black women trauma, about how the African woman is so underprovided for and oppressed.
Basically, not everybody go through these struggles. Monk could not relate to this because the family is from, his father is a doctor and they're just well-to-do, probably trying to box you in that you should not try this and you should not try new things. In as much as we have Monk's career in the forefront of this story, we also see some family dynamics here. Monk barely goes home. He was closer to his father, also close to his mom and his sister.
Yes, Monk really isolated himself from his family a lot, and I think that's why the end was also significant, that he entered the car with his brother. That's him building a relationship, allowing people to come into his life, because at first Monk was just really this kind of arrogant guy who's just like pissed at a lot of people, pissed at a lot of things that we don't even really understand, but he's just grumpy in a lot of ways. And it's actually nice that the people around him were very accommodating to accept his excesses. And this is also called Jefferson's directorial debut.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that this movie snagged like 5 nominations, honestly.
It's thought-provoking, and I think that people appreciate this kind of satire. I had a lot of giggles watching this. Seeing Issa Rae play Cynthia Godin, I was just expecting her to just laugh at some point or make some kind of silly joke, but she was very serious, and that seriousness was making me laugh as well. Then Tracy made me laugh. Like, people are serious, but they were just making me laugh as well.
I'm not even going to deny that the final movie was very funny, because I was laughing at how silly it was. When they mentioned that the FBI is looking for him because he's a fugitive, I was like rolling. I was laughing.
A lot of things that happen, it has to be unreal. And the funny thing is that these things are very real. That's what's even funnier to me. I like Tracy in this role as Lisa Ellison.
I like Tracy. I liked Monk. I like
everybody.
I like the entire cast. Oh, I think the casting was really great. 5 stars. It was a really well put together film, and I would recommend that anybody can see this film for a really good time.
I'll give it 4, and I recommend the movie. I wish it's not the best in the Academy Awards, of course.
So if you have seen American Fiction, tell us what your thoughts in the comment section, and do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to We Are Binge Watching.
Until next time, do take good care of yourself. Goodbye.